fitness, form, the whole turnaround?
Just a combination of things. On a personal level, I think just a good pre-season under the belt, 12 months in the system. The guys understanding the way I play, me understanding the way they play, and just building on those relationships. We started the season very similar to the way we did last year. We started with a few wins. We've got a great challenge this week against energetic Brisbane Lions up there that have played really well. They were outstanding the first week on their home deck, so it's another great challenge for us.
Probably some research I should have done beforehand, but have you been back to the Gabba to play the Lions up there?
No, we played them down here last year, so yeah, it'll be the first time back there, so no, really looking forward to it.
Does that hold anything at all? Obviously a lot of time spent there.
Yeah, there's special memories up there. You spend 9-10 years of your life up there. It's something I'll never forget. They obviously gave me an opportunity as an 18-year-old, so it will be pretty special to go back, but wearing Port Adelaide colours, no doubt. We'll be up against it. They should have a good crowd there. Hopefully Brisbane fans turn up in numbers and also our fans as well. So it's a good chance for us to go to a hostile environment. We know that we've got to win on the road. So it's a good opportunity for us, and I'm just looking forward to getting out there and testing ourselves this week against them.
Are you still in touch with any of the Brisbane boys?
Yeah, I speak to a few of them. So I've spoken to a couple of them early in the week, a couple of coaches as well. So yeah, good contact there.
They're excited to welcome you back?
There's been a little bit of banter go back and forth, but yeah, once the ball's bounced, I think the actions speak louder than the words.
If they've got a target, who do you reckon will get the job on you, or whether it's Boki or someone like that?
Yeah, it'll be. I'm not sure. They've got a good midfield depth as well. So I'd imagine at this stage, and both teams probably going in will go head to head in that area. They've got some quality through there. Brought in Lyons, Neil in the off season. So they're two really good inside midfielders. Adam with the likes of Berry, Zorko. They've got some really good mix. Mitch Robinson's playing a really good role for them up on the wing. Hugh McCluggage. So it's a good chance for us to test ourselves. I'd imagine early we go head to head. If Lockie gets off the chain, we'll probably look to nullify his impact on the game. He's had an outstanding 2 weeks. If they decide to tag, hopefully they go to someone else, and yeah, just the way it pans out. But it's going to be a really good midfield battle, I think, across the board.
Are you happy to see the Lions, turn things around? They've obviously, they're 2-0. They've got a great bunch of young talent. And they've added guys like Lockie Neal and Charlie Cameron in the last couple of seasons. It really look like they're on the up. Yeah,
absolutely. I don't think we left on bitter terms or anything like that. Both parties were happy with the way it panned out in the end, I believe. So I wish the Lions nothing but the best. Obviously not this weekend, but it's outstanding to see them to win. Chris Fagan's got them going really well. David Noble off-field's done an outstanding job up there, and it's good for the AFL competition and the growth of the game as well, that Queensland footy's doing well. So it was good to see both them clubs win on the weekend. Hopefully this weekend we're the ones walking away after 4 points after a really good fierce contest up there.
So how's Ollie tracking? I know you're not involved in selection, but it was up to you. Is he ready?
Yeah, I think Kenny said last night 99 or odd percent. He trained really well today. I'd imagine he's ready to go. He obviously one more session to get through, but I'd imagine once the match committee's done that, he'll be in the mix and probably playing.
We didn't see Hammer out there today as well.
Yeah, just a part of the load management, obviously coming off the knee. I think particularly when you get a little bit older as well, it's just about the management thing, and he's played two games back now, pretty big game time, so it's more just a management thing today, and he's still in the mix to play this weekend, whichever level that is. That's obviously for the coaches to decide.
Does Ollie's return affect your role at all on the weekend?
Not really. I think we've got a really good balance at the moment. We've seen the kids come in and have an impact as well. Willem Drew's been really good through the midfield, so it's just about getting the balance right for us. I think we've all got a bit of flexibility in our games, the ability to flip inside, outside the contest, go to the wing to go inside, or even go forward at times. So I don't think anyone's roles have really changed per se. It's obviously great to have him back. He's the captain of our club and he's a terrific player, and unfortunately for him, he hasn't been there the first 2 weeks through the injury. So we're looking forward to getting him back out there and up and going.
You had numbers like this for a few years in Brisbane. Is it sustainable this time around with Port Adelaide, do you think, on a personal note?
Yeah, I think so. I don't see why not. I think we're playing a certainly different game style this year compared to last year, and seems to be a lot more freedom within our ball movement. So there's no reason why I can't impact the contest the way I have been the last 2-3 weeks. So I'm just really enjoying it at the moment. We're playing good team footy, really balanced across the board. We've had sort of 2 different games. Round one was dry and hot and really fast and an outside running game, where the weekend became a bit of a slog and an inside contest, and we wrestled that momentum back in the last quarter, which in the past we might have let that game slip away from us, and Carlton threw everything at us, so it set us up really well for this weekend. Obviously going up there, generally it's a humid type game, particularly this early in the season. It's still going to be quite warm up there, so we could get a similar look to what we had in the second half on the weekend, slippery conditions. So we've got to adapt to that. I think the Lions did that really well in round one against West Coast. They adapted to the conditions a lot better. I've obviously been up there, so I know what to expect. We'll have a little trot around Friday night and prepare ourselves really well.
You said guys, you sort of got flexibility in that midfield, guys able to flip inside and out. Does that mean with the injury to Carl Amon, you can sort of bring Ollie in and then just other guys just sort of change their role slightly?
Yeah, I think so. Ollie's obviously more seen as an inside mid because of the way he's built, how powerful he is around the contest. So obviously disappointing to lose Carl and Jack last weekend, but there's no reason why I can't slip out to the wing for certain stoppages or for periods of the game. Willem Drews did that on the weekend. Zach Butters was up there as well. So whatever the coaches do this week, whether it's a wingman that comes in or the good thing is that we're in a position where we've got pressure on spots and you've got to perform week in, week out. So whoever comes in knows what they've got to do, perform their role, and I think the flexibility among that and with the depth that we've got at the moment is a really good thing.
All good.